Good morning, Jerry and Sandy. How are you?
Hi, Alexis. How are you?
Really good. Really good.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, it's good morning for me. I know it's afternoon for you too.
It's just afternoon.
Good, good. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk about the upcoming Lover's Journey retreat at Shalom Mountain, May 2nd to 5th.
Thanks for doing this with us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you getting the word out.
My pleasure. So let's just jump right in. Could you tell us a little bit about the Lover's Journey as a retreat?
Let's start.
I could. I think it's kind of reflection for us of where we've been on this fairly long journey. I met Sandy way back in 1971.
Wow.
We were born.
A little bit.
Yeah.
We're kind of weaving in what we've learned over these many years, and what it means to be in partnership, and to bring and share that with the folks that come to the retreat.
Great. That sounds great. 1971. How many years is that? I can't do math.
Oh, God. 40 plus. Let's just.
Cool.
Yes, it's craziness.
That's wild.
Yeah. The thing about the lover's journey beyond the retreat is how many iterations a couple's journey can take, right? So, I talk with couples all the time about the different books in the marriage, that there are so many different, not even chapters. It's so what are we today? Who are we today? What's our life like today? What are we actually, how are we relating to one another? What's it all about? And it continues to change. So when a couple actually falls in love and gets into that eros space and decides, oh, I'm going to get married and live happily ever after.
I'm on board.
Right. But there's this whole piece that's missing of, oh, this changes too. Like, this is a constantly changing organism that we have to be conscious about. We have to take care of it. We have to carefully nurture it and feed it and pay attention to it. And so I think that's what we're kind of trying to bring in this retreat, is the settling into the consciousness of, how are we doing this together? How are we doing together? Period.
Well, then you throw in the joys and the complication of parenting and grandparenting, and in that mix, then how do you stay with this connection that's for so long? How do you keep the juice flowing and keep it alive?
So not only how do you like each other, how do you stay liking each other, but how do you actually stay in lover space sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the trick.
Yes.
So those are some of the kind of the fabric of what we want to bring into this retreat with the folks that come.
I love that. It's like attending.
Yes. Attending. Beautiful. Yeah.
So a question I'd love to ask is, so previously there have been couples retreats, couples shalom retreats. Is this, the Lover's Journey, different, or can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing is that the normal couples shalom retreat has mat work on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an individual focus on each couple,
Mm-hmm.
kind of cooking in their process. So this one does not have that. So the focus will be on couples as a group, and we'll be diving into some of the intimacy stuff, the separation between what's intimacy and what's sexuality. Sandy talked about a little bit about on the blurb that we put out.
I loved that in the newsletter. That was really a great differentiation. It was really clear to me.
Right.
Good.
Thank you for that. Yeah, it was good.
Thanks. Good.
Even if you're not in couplehood, it's an interesting thing to consider. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Shalom for me as a man was the first place where I got to really taste the difference between the two of those, because I was longing to have real relationships, so intimate relationships, um, and also differentiating between the sexual and intimacy. So it was a big learning for me way back when. So it was a good thing.
Yeah. Now you're teaching it.
Yeah, this is actually moving into kind of just relaxed, deepening lover space with one another, learning how to do that again. Most people get into the daily grind, and we forget to nurture this part of the relationship. It is about, like, who are you? Who are you now? Well, I want to know you. I really want to know you.
Yeah.
And I'd like to hang out with you for a weekend.
Right, right. Beautiful. Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
We'd be inviting couples in to kind of taste that yes again, about taking a fresh look at each other, remembering some of the things that have made them who they are, and what do you want to bring today to keep this thing alive and cook it.
Perfect. Wonderful. And then finally, just to wrap this up, give everybody a little bit of a glimpse into you as a retreat leading team. What do you like most about couples work?
First of all, I want to say that Shalom Mountain couples work, mostly with Joy and Lawrence over so many years together, saved us again and again and again. I don't know if we'd both be alive, much less married, if we hadn't been consciously doing this work year after year after year after year with them and the couples community. It's an opportunity to get into the arena with everybody and be in the whole, oh my God, you do this too? You suffer with this too? You love this too? I'm not out there all by myself. And it's been an amazing gift for me, I think, for us.
You can't really do this alone. I think that's the main thing. And if you get into a group of couples that actually share deeply, and you get to really know, and I mean, it's just another layer of intimacy. Well, this kind of sharing that couples do with each other, and like Sandy said, being in it with others that you can connect with. And I remember one time calling a couple up. We were doing something about a cat that Sandy wanted to adopt. Like, it was this hardcore, we're not getting another cat.
As if on cue, my cat is starting to, yeah. You called it in.
So, but there's a way that we call each other that you don't have if you just live all by yourself. Try to do it all by yourself. It's so much more difficult and burdensome, and
I mean, the other couple actually came in, sat with us, and said, "What are you doing?" So fast, it was so easy, and it was just about, oh, you're another couple, you get it, you love us, we love you,
Right.
It's been a great arena of sharing and just being in it with people. Just, we're not floating out there by ourselves.
Yeah.
Make it work and figure it out, and you don't have to.
Right.
One quick last thing is Shalom Mountain has never been about gurus. So, we're the leaders of the retreat, but we're not the gurus that know everything to know about being a couple.
God knows.
So we invite the wisdom of everybody to come in, and we kind of guide it around. And to be in the couples community is, for me, it's really a privilege.
Yeah.
Perfect. I can't think of a better note to end that on. Well, thank you again so much for your time. And for anybody that wants to sign up for the retreat, we have a link to register somewhere near this video. And Jerry and Sandy, have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Alexis.
Thanks
Yes,
so
you're
much.
so welcome.
Take care.
Bye. You too.